Welcome to the Wake Up Dad Show. This is episode number 15.
Wake up, Dad!
Are you confused and overwhelmed about your role in all the craziness that is being a dad? Are you struggling to create the life you hope for? Are you looking for other dads to share your struggles and your triumphs? Or do you just need help waking up in the morning? Join your host, Dr. Scott Vatcher, as he explores the amazing and sometimes crazy world of being a dad. This is the Wake Up Dad Show.
Hey Dad, and welcome to another episode of the Wake Up Dad Show. This show is dedicated to you, the dad who wants more success, time, health, fitness, connection, passion, and all-around awesomeness. I'm your host, Dr. Scott, and on today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about this concept of Brules. Yeah, you heard that right. Brules. So one day, a couple of weeks ago, I was flicking through Facebook, as you do, wasting time, like we all do sometimes. Try not to do that as much as I really do, but, let's be honest. I think we probably mostly spend too much time on Facebook. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I was going through... flicking through, and I saw this post on this idea of Brules, and I'd never heard of it, and most of you guys probably haven't either, and unfortunately I don't know the source of it, so sorry, I can't give a shout out to whoever came up with this concept, but I like it. So the idea, a Brule is a bullshit rule. It's the things that are holding us back in life, a rule that we created out of nowhere probably, or out of something that happened to us when we were a kid, or whatever the case is, and it was this rule that governed our life. And some of these rules that govern our lives are very positive things, aren't they? They help us to make righteous decisions, they help us to do things that are good for us, but the rules are the bullshit rules, the ones that don't help us and that hold us back in life. Now, another way to think about these rules is that we all run our life based on beliefs, don't we? We have certain beliefs. Probably one of the easiest one to think about is whether you believe in God or not. So that's a belief system that will help you to run decision-making processes you have in your life. And so there's beliefs that are constantly everywhere. I'm always challenging people within my own professional situation about beliefs around health and the idea that we're born to be healthy, we're meant to be healthy. And so it's really, really important that we determine what these rules are, because very likely the rules are the things you're not even aware of, the things you don't even know are running your life in such a negative, destructive, impactful way. So another way to look at it, like I said, is beliefs. These beliefs that run our lives in the background, we're not even aware, completely unconscious to it. And so I'll give you an example, a story for me. When I was growing up, from age 0 to about age 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there, I was a skinny little runt of a kid, like most kids are and most kids should be. And something happened at around that age, 8, 9, 10 years old, that I put on a lot of weight. And I would never be what I consider to be fat, but, by the time I got to university age, to say about 18, 19 years old, I was pushing about 200 pounds, or about 90 kilos. And, I'm not a tall guy. I'm at 5'7", 5'8", something like that. So there was extra weight on there, that's for sure. And this continued on all through my university days in Newfoundland, and then through my chiropractic school days in Toronto. And I'd fluctuate a little bit, and I always trained. I was always somebody who would go to the gym, but obviously something was going on and I could not figure it out. And so I went down a journey of change, and coming here to Australia, I started looking at different options around diets. And so I changed and tried a lower carb diet. I changed and consistently have been on a loosely termed paleo diet, which I may do another post about at some point, what a paleo diet is exactly. But the point of this story is that I felt like I tried so many different things. You know that old saying, oh, I've tried everything and nothing has worked. And my belief started to get to the point where, okay, this is my genes, this is my genetics. Even when I'm exercising and eating pretty well, I've still got this weight on, and it wasn't a huge amount. You know, it would fluctuate, like I said, and I've gotten down to around the 80 kilo mark, or that's somewhere probably around 175, 180 pounds, and was there for a long time, and still felt that there was more to it, that there was something else that I had to figure out, something else I had to do, but I didn't know. This belief in the background was running this negative self-talk in my mind about, you know, this is it for you. You see other people change, and people who didn't do nearly as much as I did, who would exercise once or twice a week, and I was exercising 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, who didn't eat as well as I did, who would drop weight faster than I would. And so this belief started to accumulate in my head, and what the belief does is it can sabotage you, because when you have an underlying belief, even when you're not aware of it, it runs the show in the background as to some of your decision-making processes. So just recently, probably 3 or 4 months ago, I said, enough is enough. I'm going to put this belief aside. I'm going to do things differently. And so I changed a few things, a few more things, because like I said before, I thought I tried everything, but I did more research. And I tried more things, and I exercised even more and more and more, because I was determined to make a shift that hadn't happened for me for a long, long time. And in a 1 month period of time, with changing things in my diet, adding particular supplements, which again, I'm not going to get into today, but again, if you have any questions about that, get back to me, let me know. If you want to know more about it specifically, and I'll probably end up putting a podcast on about some of those issues as we go forward. But basically what I did is I worked my ass off. Simply put, I just worked really, really hard, put that belief aside, and stuck with specific principles of fitness and nutrition and mindset. And in that 1 month period of time, just a few months ago, I dropped 9 kilos, or somewhere in the range of about 23, 24 pounds. And I've pretty much kept it off since then, by actually even going back to a lot of the stuff I was doing before. So at some description or another, I had to reset something inside my body to change that metabolism. So anyways, that's a story about Brules, a story about a Brule that I had that was not allowing me to achieve a goal that I wanted to achieve, that was holding me back. So Dad, what is a Brule in your life? This is your dad work now. Sit down, have a look, and a way to determine this, like I said, some of these are unconscious, so it's hard to determine where they're at sometimes. But a way to start is look at an area in your life that's not working. Not an area that's working, because you probably got good beliefs and good rules in those areas because that part of your life's working. But which were the 5 P's? Purpose, power, parenting, passion, or providing is not working for you. And then start to look at, what are some of the rules that I believe, or what are some of my beliefs that are running my actions behind the scenes here and causing this part of my life to be this way? Because I guarantee you've got a friend who's another dad who is smashing it in that area of life. And you might want to ask them, what do you do? What are your rules around this? What are your non-negotiables? What do you do on a daily basis? What do you not do on a daily basis? Whatever the case is, figure out what a Brule is, or a belief in that area that is holding you back, and simply start the change. Make the pattern break, And if you need help doing that, get in touch with me. And you can do that in numerous ways. You can get in touch with me via email, drscott@thewakeupdadshow.com. You check me out on Facebook, Wake Up Dad, or Instagram, or any of those ways. Just get in touch with me, start the process out, and let me help you guys. Go to the website, check that out, please. Pop in your email details for your 2-video series so that you can start your day out right, and so that I can keep in touch with you. I'm going to set up some really cool email reminders and things like that for you guys out there who want to get more reminders, more juice, more life, and wake up. So thanks, guys. That's it for today's episode. Dr. Scott signing off. And remember, guys, let's start becoming better dads together.
Do you want to know more about the Wake Up Dad movement? Go to www.thewakeupdadshow.com to download any and all past issues of the show, claim your free gift, or to directly ask Dr. Scott any questions you have. Continue the conversation on the Facebook group Wake Up Dad. Share this podcast with other dads on iTunes or Google Play. Make sure to subscribe to the show and give us a rating so we can reach more dads. And dads, one last thing. Wake up!